one, I want to wish you guys all a happy new year. I hope that you guys had a great winter break. I hope that your Christmases and your New Year's Eves and your parties were amazing. I hope you guys read a lot. And I hope that 2017 is going to be an amazing year for all of us. I want to talk about something that is going to impact my reading over the next couple months quite a bit. I'm a person who loves to reread books. I know that not everyone does, but I know that I very much love to reread my favorite books. I read Vampire Academy at least once every year, the entire series. I feel like as a booktuber, as a Goodreads reviewer, and just generally someone who, you know, catches up with different YouTubers and booktubers a lot, I feel the need to read a lot of new content and a lot of new books. And while that is completely fine, and I'm definitely going to read new books this year, and I'm going to try and finish different series that I've started, I just sort of feel this pressure to always read new books and not really go back and revisit some of my old favorite books and kind of, you know, go back and revisit other favorite books. So this year I've decided that I'm going to try and reread most of my favorite books again. I already did some of this over the course of the winter break. I read the whole Cinder series again because I read that about a year and a half ago or something, and I really love the series and I just really felt drawn to reading again. I've already finished this book, so this was my first January read. I read this in the course of like 3 or 4 days because I was binge reading, and it was just as amazing as the first time I read it. So my goal for the next 12 months is to be able to reread as many books as I want. I don't have to feel bad about it. I don't have to feel like I'm missing out on new content if I read at least one new book a month. At the moment, I am trying to reread The Mortal Instruments. A lot of this has to do with the fact that Shadowhunters came out again, and I just want to be able to compare the book and the TV show a bit better in my head, but also because I read Shadowhunters about 2 to 2.5 years ago, and while it is one of my favorite series of all time, I've only read it through once. So my first reads that I'm going to complete in January, hopefully, I'm trying to aim for City of Bones and City of Ashes, and then maybe start City of Glass once I finish these. As for my new book that I'm going to read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Jackson, and Lauren Miracle. And my boyfriend gifted this to me, but I do know that it is 3 short stories about 3 different characters, but the characters and their stories, they intertwine, and it's supposed to be just like an easy, fun read, I think. And I'm really excited to get to this. I hope that it'll be a great book because I loved John Green, especially The Fault in Our Stars, obviously, so I'm really excited for this. Not only that, but I've also decided to get myself an Audible subscription. Now, I'm not a big audiobook reader, and recently I've been watching a lot of YouTubers who have endorsed things like Audible and audiobooks so much more, and they say that it's a great experience. So I'm also going to try to read one new book as an audiobook from Audible every month. I'm gonna give a quick overview as to which books I'm also going to reread this year. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. Next up, of course, is The Mortal Instruments and The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. Also hoping to reread Bills from a Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare. Hoping to read The Bane Chronicles. And I can't believe I haven't read this yet. I got this about a year ago. I don't know where the time went. I'm going to reread my favorite series of all time, Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. Obviously, I read this every year, so no surprise there. I'm also going to be rereading House of Night by PC and Kristen Cass. 2 of my favorite dystopian book series, The Hunger Games, obviously, and Divergent. I watched Divergent in the cinema when it came out, and I absolutely loved it. And then I watched Insurgent, and I was really unhappy with it. I didn't like the movie so much. It really pissed me off. I also never ended up watching Allegiant yet. I heard it was even worse than Insurgent, so I was a bit hesitant to go to the cinema to see it. Also, I've heard that the supposed 4th movie that was supposed to come out, I think, next year, isn't actually coming out. It's going to be turned into a TV show. What? I've really just sort of turned away from the movies. I love the actress, I love Shailene, but I've just really noticed myself getting turned away from the movies and the books as well. And I'm hoping that if I reread them, I will just love the series again. As for the other new books that I'm going to read, I'm really hoping to continue Throne of Glass because I've only read the first 2 books and I absolutely love them. I'm really hoping to also read Rochelle Mead's other books. I've read Game Board of the Gods by Rochelle Mead, and I absolutely loved it. I'm also hoping maybe to finish this sometime. Other than that, I also want to read her other 2 series, the Georgina Kincaid, is that how you pronounce it? The series. I have the first book. I also want to read her other series. The name of the series has kind of escaped my mind at the moment, but the first book is called Stormborn, and these are both adult books, I think. Heard great things about them. I mean, I love Vampire Academy and I love Bloodlines, and I love her Glittering Court series, so what could go wrong? I think that's it. Obviously, if I change my mind about certain books, I'm not gonna like hold myself to that, like I have to reread this book. But I am definitely gonna hold myself to the books that I haven't read yet, and I hope that I'm gonna be able to finish them. Also, if you guys wanna do a read along with me, please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your 2017 book reads are gonna be. Tell me, do you guys read audiobooks? Do you read ebooks? What are you guys gonna read? Let me know, and I'll definitely see you guys soon with another video. Bye!